So how did you go about then improving your ability to be a strategic thinker, a strategic leader?
Well, first of all, avoiding that desire to make that jump too quickly. I'll tell young people sometimes that talk to me, or even some of my, other leaders and managers that I work with here in the company, is you have to pay your dues. People that skip that piece of paying their dues will really struggle one day when they hit executive management. It seems to be important at some phase in your career of being down in the trenches, turning the screws, so to speak, shoveling the dirt, and doing it long enough to really appreciate. I suppose there's a couple of reasons for that. One, it teaches you the nuts and bolts of things. Two, it teaches you what other people are experiencing and going through. I think it was David Thoreau that once said, when it comes to employment, most men live lives of quiet desperation. I think there's a lot of truth to that. I've been there. I remember for years spending time in labs and overseeing, automation of testing of software and things like that, and not really liking the job very much. But it was a job, and it paid the bills, and it forced me to gain skills and discipline that didn't come to me naturally at the time. So important to pay your dues. Also, I would add, when I look at executive management, I'm doing this from a perspective now, when I look at an executive management team and I see those that flourish and do well, I see those that got there for one reason or another and struggle. And I've come to realize that part of the reason is I've come to call it a difference between what I call hard skills and soft skills. If you reach an executive position and you really don't have hard skills, and what I mean by that is a real discipline that you've gone through and learned and become really good at. And I don't really care what that is. Maybe that's IT, maybe that's finance, maybe it's law. It can be in a number of areas. But if you don't come at it with some real definite skills, and the skills that you have are soft skills. Maybe you just were a great communicator and a great networker and great at selling yourself, and now you're also in this position. You'll struggle. The depth isn't there to handle the real fires. The judgment sometimes suffers. The discipline sometimes isn't there that's necessary to be effective as an executive manager.